friends, MD, vegan. I make another cauliflower rice today, and with sugar peas, with sweet peas, and a nice cashew cream seasoned with thyme. I begin right away. First, I make the dressing, the cashew cream with thyme, and I begin just with a handful of cashews. That is just enough to make a nice cream. It would be a little bit sweet. Cashews have a natural sweetness, not really like sugar is sweet, but not hot, not like macadamias, pretty sweet like a cream. Cashews are perfect to make a cream. Yeah, and I would put pepper and salt and garlic into it. Garlic goes very nice with thyme, and that also pepper and salt, black pepper and salt, go very nice with thyme. That is from the Mediterranean. Yeah, they have. Okay, I could have taken chili now, or thyme with thyme, or the black pepper. Either way, today I somehow would vote for black pepper. That's just random. I don't know why. They're just like that. And here's the thyme, and this is the main flavor today. Yeah, you see these small leaves. They are not easy to get off the stems, but the stems here are really the tender part of the stems. The tops more. The more low to the ground, the stems are hard and firm like a wood, and you have to take them off. They're not nice, and they taste also very bad. But here, the tender parts of the thyme, they go nicely. They can go in there. You can take a huge amount of thyme. This is a Mediterranean herb of the mint family. This is a large family of green herbs from the Mediterranean area, and have been cultivated for thousands of years. Thyme has been even used by the Egypts, by the guys with the pyramids. Yeah, they have already used it for making a nice fragrance in the room, or also for treating a cough. Yeah, it's good for the voice. It's good for the breath. And it has many benefits. The heart is good for the heart. It lowers the heart pressure, balancing. Very nice to thyme. All these herbs like basil, oregano, mint, all these herbs, sage, they have different health benefits. Just a half cup or 3/4 of a cup of water. Shouldn't be too thick a cream. For the cauliflower rice, doesn't have to be such a fat cream, such a little bit runny. It's okay. And yes, all these herbs have different flavors, of course, different fragrances, and also different health benefits. All are very strong and potent. In general, herbs and spices, they are the healthiest you can ever eat in a food. So it's always good to use seasoning, spices, and herbs. I always try one at a time. I could use several ones here. Just begin with thyme here to find out about thyme, how what it tastes like with other ingredients, how it affects my health, my well-being. And so I just have if I make every day a new recipe, I can find out a new information, a new research every single day. So it's nice to have always begin new every day with something new. Today it's thyme. I used it in recent days for other recipes, and it's very nice, has a wonderful flavor. It's also perfect with pea, the sweet pea. I will show you later now the blender dance. Also use dried herbs, also very nice. Yeah, the fresh herbs, they taste a little bit more gentle than the dried herbs. They are concentrated, so if you take dried herbs, you might want to take a little bit less. But either way, very good. Yeah, the texture I like. It's a little bit runny. That's what I wanted. Now I taste it. It's a very strong flavor. Thyme is a strong flavor. All the herbs, more or less, Yes, I over seasoned a little bit. It's always the dressing is very intense, yeah. It's concentrated, the flavors in the dressing always, because the dressing gets diluted. That's the purpose of the dressing over the ingredients of the food, and then the flavor dilutes a little bit too. Yeah. So I have to over season the dressing usually in general. That's why if you taste it, and you have sometimes effect in the throat. Yeah, now here I have my food processor. This is fitted with the S blade. You see the wave-like blades here. And the food processor is perfect to make a rice-like texture. I have a half of a small head of a cauliflower, raw. And it's a very nice ingredient, cauliflower. Could be a staple in the kitchen. It's a raw cauliflower, as it is very balancing. You can eat raw cauliflower, a small head every day, yeah. And I feel balanced if I eat it. That means after the food, after the cauliflower rice, I don't feel any food cravings. It's very nice. It balances me, and of course it's also full of healthy nutrients. That makes the balancing effect is by fiber and nutrients, and they are all balanced. And then of course the balancing effect is there. So first I will just process the cauliflower, only 2 or 3 seconds to have this rice-like texture. Just a moment. Woo! That's all. Now the rice is ready. This is how fast it is. You could have a similar effect with the cutting board and the chef knife. You could cut the cauliflower in small pieces. If you don't have a food processor, I bought the food processor mostly because they're making Life Bakery, the raw cakes with the crust, with the nuts and the dates, or the dried fruit. And for this, it's really indispensable. It's really, you can't almost, you have a very hard time if you want to do that with a cutting knife. You can, of course, can pretty much almost everything you can do with a cutting knife, with a cutting board and a chef's knife, but it takes it saves so much time. And you see here, this is the texture of my rice. You see, it's my cauliflower rice. It's pretty much rice-like. And whenever I make a cauliflower rice, and I'm doing something, I create an illusion. Yeah? I create the illusion of a rice, yeah, the texture, and that is not what I experience in a regular life. Cauliflower is not like rice by itself, but if I create that illusion, I play with my memories. I think rice is delicious. I know it from traditional cooking. I love rice, and many people do, and they have good memories that connect with rice. So it is sometimes in cooking, we play with these memories and create the illusion as if rice. Yeah? And for that, it is very helpful. You see, it's a nice pile of rice. This is half a small head of cauliflower. It's a good portion. That would be enough for me for a complete lunch or dinner. And the other ingredients, they can also have a similar texture, and that would support the illusion, because when you have more ingredients, you stop thinking about the texture. Yeah, that is a given then, and the thought of rice becomes natural. Yeah, so that is very nice. I have a handful, or maybe a cup of sweet peas. They have been frozen and thawed, but you can also take fresh. The sugar snap peas, they are very easy to use, but you also, this is a spring onion. You see 2 stems of a spring onion just cut into small ringlets, similar to the rice a little bit, so the mind is a little bit distracted from the cauliflower, and you have that feeling of the rice more like that. The taste, the flavor also, that works together. So yeah, and now I put the dressing in there with the 3 ingredients. That is always where I begin, because that is so easy. I don't need to think about it. And the first complexion, yeah, the new flavor is when other flavors come together and be as one. And when there are 3 ingredients with different flavors, then you have a complex new flavor, because it's hard to discriminate between the three much more harder than if you have only 2 ingredients. So with 3 it begins to become interesting. Yeah, blend it one more time because of the cashews, they soak a little bit while sitting. And now I will pour it over the rice with the sweet peas and the spring onions, you see. That's a perfect amount. Rice also likes it a little bit runny. The rice is used to be with a lot of water, and that is also nice with rice that it comes together with a lot of water. That makes it nice. And the third ingredient here I show you right away in the food is a chili pepper. And as you can see, I just cut one whole chili pepper in ringlets. I left the seeds inside. You see, there are little seeds in there. You can take them out, but I have the feeling that together with this, that would be very nice even with the seeds. But the seeds make it really hot, so if you don't want to have it too hot, you can take out the seeds of the chili peppers, and then you cut them into ringlets or whatever you want. This is just my lunch for today. I will enjoy right away, and I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If so, give me a thumbs up, kindly, and maybe subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.